Hello everybody, my name is Hocus Pocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 95 of the series, and I figured that since the majority of you don't come along to the streams, I would use this bit of free time that I have to put out a video so that you're not left without anything over the weekend, because I know that maybe you feel hard done by the fact that I've kind of stopped in the last week or two releasing videos over the weekend due to the streams. Maybe you're feeling a little bit hard done by due to that reason, so I thought I'd get one out for you guys today. And first of all, we're going to kick things off by just taking a little look over everything we've done so far on the Friday stream and the Saturday stream, which I did earlier today. So in total, we spent about 5 hours, I guess, working here on the world. So without further ado, let's go and check a few of these things out. Okay, so first on the list, but actually last to be completed, and this was finished around the end of the stream earlier today, which began at about 12 PM and ended around 3 PM. Don't know why you'd need that information, but you've got it now, so do with that what you will. And essentially what we've done here is continued the path from the Dark Oak Tree Farm. So we're over on the right-hand side here if you're looking towards the pond. And we've got a little bat friend up there as well, and maybe even more than one. I thought I saw another one flying around. Okay, yeah, there might even be more than one, but again, we're getting sidetracked, so let's get back onto the point. So, as you guys may or may not have known, in previous episodes, we came and sort of discovered this ravine here. So this ravine is intersected by another ravine. So we've essentially got two ravines here. And we are planning to start to build our base into that area as well. So we've now constructed a pathway that leads through the wall and up into our secondary ravine, which, as I said, will be the new location of any, I guess, future builds that won't fit in our original base. They will come over here and be built into the new dual ravine that we've got running just alongside our current and original ravine base, which is just behind those walls over there. Something else that has been missing for a long time now in our world as well is a permanent enchanting and repair station. Of course, we have the temporary anvil and enchanting setup over in the small storage system. But now we've actually relocated it. So something else that we went ahead and built in the streams is this enchanting slash repair station setup. So this is supposed to be a natural kind of library, but you'll probably notice immediately there aren't actually too many bookshelves in this place, which is something that we are slowly progressing towards. However, we don't have tons of leather, as you guys know. So we've been breeding up the cows at the animal farm, trying to get as much as we possibly can. So let me give you a quick rundown of this room. So of course, we've got this small opening and the cave. We've actually dug this ourselves, by the way, and just made it look as natural as possible by throwing in the textures and sort of having all of these crooks and crevices around the place. So coming down the path, you make your way over to the enchanting station, which can be accessed through this trapdoor. Inside of this little area, we've got a chest that is marked with lapis. You can open that chest, get some lapis, and use that for your enchantments, of course. And there are enough bookshelves here to satisfy a level 30 enchantment. That is surrounded by a few different colored slabs and, of course, some brown glass over the top to prevent any mobs from jumping down there and joining in with the fun, which isn't actually all that much fun. And then right at the back here, we've got a pond with a bit of wildlife. We've attempted some semi-ambient lighting, I guess, but it's maybe a bit too bright, so we've got to work on that. And also, I'm still a little bit unsure about this area here. Maybe we need to cover it up a little bit more. Maybe it's a little bit too open, that pond area. So we'll be working slowly and surely on that to make it correct. Around the room, we've got this hidden lighting. So as you can see, underneath the leaves again, just like in the animal farm, which follows a similar theme to this room, we've threw some sea lanterns just to give some light to the area and prevent mob spawns. Either side of the room, there's a 3-wide staircase which leads you up onto this balcony that sort of looks over the room. I think this is quite a nice touch. And of course, bang in the center of the balcony is the anvil. Eventually we want to create a system where you can hit a button and automatically have another anvil fall from the ceiling here, but of course that is yet to come and something we will build very soon. Up above here, the ceiling is also looking a bit too plain, so we're going to do something about that. And finally, we need a few more bookshelves just to run a strip up the central column here. So let me give you another quick look around the room and sort of down onto things. So let's come across the balcony onto the other side of the staircase, make our way down there, and you can sort of see how everything is taking shape in this room. Okay guys, so for this episode, I figured why don't we go ahead and work on the staircase here. That's going to take us from the Dark Oak Tree Farm up into the secondary ravine. So first things first, we're going to create these 4 wide gaps in between the wooden pillars and continue that theme along this small corridor that we've got set up at the moment. So we're going to have one there, and I guess we can match it up on the other side as well. So let's take it along there and have one more right there as well. I guess that makes the most sense, right, to do that. And then we're quickly going to go up to the top here and around the corner so that we can do this and fill that pillar in. And then once again, we want to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think this is always a 4 gap, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yep, okay. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 right there. And then, of course, right here, which is actually a good location to have our next pillar because it's right where the stairs start. We're going to have another dark oak wood pillar, and then we'll go 4 again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we'll have another pillar there. And I guess, why don't we go ahead and do another pillar? So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then have another pillar there. And these will only go up so far before we probably stick a roof on them or something like that, just to add to the detail. So let's build those up ever so slightly because they are going to be a bit taller than what we've got there. So it's got one more block here and one more block there. And then, of course, we need to start work on either digging this out, or I mean on both digging this out and taking out these blocks here so that we can replace them with slabs, because that also, again, fits the theme of what we got here. And we'll also remove both of these stair blocks here and implement some polished andesite to again, make this a nice and linear design that runs all the way through right up to the stairs. Okay, you guys, so feast your eyes. This is what we have at the moment. Just a small amount of structure set up. Pretty much a sort of the skeleton of the build at the moment. But we're going to do something similar to what we did over at the Ravine station. So that's going to be to have a few arches in here, which always look good, I think, in builds. So we're going to start out with some stone bricks up at the top of these pillars here, and we also probably want to do the same right over here if we can make it on top of this block here. Yes, we can. Perfect. And then up there, and then in between the stone brick blocks we want to have some stairs like this. And actually I'll just give you a demonstration up here. It might be a bit easier. So we're gonna have stone brick stairs running between like that, and then underneath here you want to have a block of wood like this, and then above the stone brick block you want to go again with another one, and same up here. So let's pop that in, bring these out like so and like that, and then again you want to have stone brick block like this, and you just want to put in another wood block like this, and then again same thing. So pop one of those in and wood block. And we'll do the same thing right here. So let's create that 3 wide gap like this and pop in our wood like so. And then right now we can just go ahead and fill in this inner gap here as well. Just like this. There we go. It's a bit hard to reach here. We are jumping up and down, as you can see. And then we're going to go ahead and probably use some leaf blocks to fill in the gaps in the middle. However, I do want to install some lighting. So I think, whoops, we don't want to do that. We want to do that. I think the possibilities for lighting are probably limited only to something like this. We might go ahead and install lamps right in the centerfold of each of the arches. So again, we'll have one more up here as well. So let's go and break that out. And I think what I'll do next is go ahead and install a few more of these arches into the build, and then we can go ahead and put our lighting in just to cap off the build and also make this area a bit safer to maneuver around in. So let's get these lights in place, huh? Let's go ahead and place one there, one there. We want to get one right up here if we can reach. We can. Perfect. And then for this one, we'll probably want to stack up a bit of stone as a bit of a structure block to work from. And then we go 1, if we can't even reach. We should be able to. There we go. And 2. And then we want to go ahead and place some leaf blocks in the gap here, just as we did over in the Ravine station, of course. The only difference here is that in the Ravine station, these blocks here were lamp blocks. However, it's going to be a bit difficult to do that over here because we don't want the redstone to be showing on the outside. So I figured we'd just go with the centered redstone lamps instead. And I still think that'll look good. It will look all fine, I think, once we have finished up here. So again, we're going to bring the leaf blocks across this middle parting, and one more time between this arch and the last. And then what we want to do is, once again, probably build our way up so that we can reach. We want to just run some iron bars like this across the archway, and we'll do that again, same for every single arch here. We might have to craft a few more of these iron bars, actually. I think I might have under-calculated the number required here. Yeah, we did. We need 4 more, so let's quickly grab those. And we're back with the iron bars required to finish up the build. So, now that we've got that done, of course, looking good as well, I believe. I hope you guys agree with me. We can begin to work on the walls here. So, again, this is going to follow a very, very similar pattern to the rest of the base, especially the very original build over across in this ravine through the gap there. The Ravine station build, which you guys have probably seen about 1 million times now. So we're just going to go ahead and throw this group of textures in randomly to the wall and just see what we can come up with here. So let's put a couple of those in, and then of course some gravel as well. And that's the finished product. So again, we'll do it once more here. And then from this point on, I guess we'll just finish the rest off camera. But I'm just trying again to give you guys some sort of inspiration for something that you may want to build in your world. And as I've said previously, it's so easy to come up with a palette like this. You just want to think about blocks that share similar colors or similar patterns maybe. And then just start randomly throwing them together like this. And it is really that easy. So right here, of course, we've got a group of grey blocks and we're just throwing them all together in a wall. And I think when you do stuff like this, it just adds that extra bit of detail to your world that sometimes can be lacking if you opt to do flat walls that just contain one single texture. So it's definitely something that is worth sort of trying to install into your repertoire. So as I said, let's do the rest of these off camera, and then we'll come back in probably with some fence work around here just to bar this area off. And I'm also thinking that we probably just set up a wall from here to there and actually block this section of the ravine off. But I'm still yet to come to a conclusion on that, so we'll make that decision in due course. Just finishing up one of the final walls here, you guys. So again, I'm taking you through that process, which I probably would imagine you've seen more times than you would ever want to by now. But we're going to go through it again, just so that you can, you know, feel how it works once more. One more time at least. Okay, so here we go. We're almost done. So we'll go with a cobblestone there, make that a diagonal, crackstone brick there, and that wall is finished. So far this is what we've got. Okay, so on the right hand side, of course, we've got this wall design in. On the left hand side, something similar. Of course, it's a little bit more open, however, and that's because we need to actually transition from the stairs out into the ravine at this point. So that's why we've left this side open. And then coming down here, we've got a small wall built up here. We still haven't decided where we're going to take that yet, though. So I'm going to leave it at that height. And then on the opposing side, we've got this tall wall here. A couple shorter walls here, capped off with this bit of a... I don't really know what to call it. It's got like a lip, I guess. A lip and then some more of that wall design at the top. So we've got one ceiling missing here, which needs filling in. However, unsure on the ceiling texture. And we've also got a floor here, which I'm going to go ahead and complete the design work on before we finish this episode today. So let me just tear out the blocks here. And then we'll go ahead and grab ourselves some mossy cobblestone and some cobblestone stairs. And I believe those are the only 2 textures that we require to actually go ahead and complete the flooring. So let's quickly take a look if we've got any of that hanging around, because I think that we should do. Alright, we've got some mossy cobblestone there, that's perfect, and some cobblestone stairs we can always go ahead and craft ourselves. So let's do that and replace this, and I think those textures there are the ones that we're going to be using for the floor. Similarly to over at the original ravine base, I believe I saw another mossy cobblestone, which we'll take with us just for a good measure here. So let's go one in the corner, one over here, get a central one, and a couple more like that. And then we can just bring in the rest of the textures here easily enough. So once again, this works in a similar way to the wall. We're just choosing textures that have very similar colors. So a lot of grey going on here, but then we've chosen a single accented block, which is of course the mossy cobblestone, which has got a bit of green in it, and that just gives that extra bit of colour, extra hint of colour to make things look nice. So there's our floor for this area, and of course we might end up expanding that out into the rest of the base, just to fit the theme of the original ravine. But until we get to that point, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Alright guys, we're just about to smelt up some cactus to create some green dye. And the reason for that is, as you may have already guessed with the terracotta in our inventory, is that we're going to dye some terracotta green. And I think we're going to use that as the ceiling block for the remainder of the ceiling over at our new ravine area entrance. So let's just wait for that to be done. And it's done already. That was very quick. So Of course, we go like this, pop one of those in the middle, and we've got 8 green terracotta. So this might not be enough. We'll wait and see. Hello there, Gemma. However, if it isn't enough, we'll go outside, grab ourselves some more clay, and of course smelt some more up. But I probably will just do that off camera because you guys aren't probably that interested in seeing me smelt up terracotta. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're going to need more. We need 7 more at least. So let's just go ahead and throw these 8 pieces in. Then of course we'll go and get the rest wrapped up off camera, as I say. So first of all, we'll just tear out all of the blocks so that we've got the space to work in. There we go. And then we'll just put in as many as we can for now. And this is just going to kind of mimic the effect of the leaves, I guess. That's what we're going for here. So do we go ahead and place the stairs in as well? Because I guess we can mimic the stair look as well. Or should we just go with the green terracotta? I don't know. We'll make a decision on that in a second, and I will bring you guys back in to check it out. Okay guys, so of course we have now finished the ceiling, and you know what? I just decided to go with something completely different to what we started with. So the green terracotta is pretty much going to waste, which of course isn't the greatest thing. But at the same time, it's not going to hurt us in any way, is what I'm trying to say. It's not going to hurt us in any way. So what we did was just rounded off the edge here with some stairs, as I contemplated. And we just threw some leaf blocks in because I thought, why not? It works, and it actually matches the textures that we've already used, rather than having some random terracotta blocks up here at the end. So yeah, I think we made the right decision. So from the outside, this is how it looks. Let's just quickly take a walk through so that you guys can gauge what you're going to see as you first approach the new ravine area of the base. And I kind of just want to look down here and prompt you to think of the possibilities, because we've got 2 entirely new ravines to work with now. Of course, one intersects the other. So if we come through here, we've got this whole ravine to work in. It's filled with mobs at the moment, which obviously isn't the most convenient thing. But of course, over time, we'll light it up, prevent that kind of thing from happening. And we've just got a world of new land to dig into, to work with, to design in, and all that fun stuff. So, as I say, the possibilities are truly endless. One more thing I do want to do quickly whilst we're over here is to actually bring the vines up to this layer here and to start covering some of the wood. I think that would be a good addition for now. We're being tracked by a zombie from somewhere. I can hear him, but I don't see him. And I think another thing we want to do as well maybe is to pull the these what am I trying to say? Is to pull the sea pickles out as well, because I wanted some form of ambient lighting in this area, but at the moment I feel like it's too bright. So we might try and change that up a little bit, and hopefully we can achieve a bit of a better outcome, because at the moment it isn't really what I want. Alright you guys, welcome back to the video for the last time for today. I do hope that you enjoyed what you saw, firstly. And as per usual, I had a lot of fun designing this new entrance to our secondary and, I guess, tertiary ravine here. Secondary and tertiary? Is that how it works? I don't even know. Hopefully that's how it works. Primary, secondary, tertiary. I don't know. I can't remember. Someone can correct me on that in the comments maybe. But as I was saying, I do hope that you had fun in this video. I definitely had fun, as I always do, creating this, as I say, this new entrance into a, I guess, sort of a castaway part of our base, but it will eventually, as it develops, become part of the original, and we'll have a much more of a reason to come here now that we've got our enchanting set up over there as well. So there's always that, I guess. And as I said in the last clip, there's plenty of possibilities in this area, so it's good to have something to be excited over. So if you did enjoy the video, guys, be sure to drop a like down below. That'll be much appreciated by myself, and it will help the channel out and also allow me to gauge the sort of response that I'm getting from this video. If you have any questions, suggestions, comments, feedback, anything to say in general, pop that down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back to you on that. And finally, if you're new around here or you haven't subscribed yet, then come on, what are you doing? Hit that red button and subscribe to the channel. That will allow you to stay up to date with this series and any other videos that I do post to the channel. And as a quick side note, social media links down in the description, and across the weekends now, so Friday through Sunday, I will be streaming it every opportunity I get, I guess. So Obviously, stay tuned for that if you're into streams, that kind of thing, because that is something that we've been getting into over the past couple of weekends, and it is a lot of fun. So once again, you guys, I really do hope you had fun watching this video today. I want to thank you for taking precious time out of your day to come and watch my channel. It is greatly appreciated by myself, and it's always nice to have you around. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.